Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Hisense 32-inch TV. Obviously, in today's time, TV really isn't a thing anymore. Like, nobody really watches TV. Instead, today, TVs are just more so the medium that we use to watch our favorite shows and streaming devices and so on and so forth. But qualities of TV still matter because they're the mediums that we're still going to be using for as long as time can see when it comes to watching our favorite shows. Now, I have a lot to say about this TV, what I liked, what I didn't, the good, the bad, and ugly. But before we get into that, you already know what to do. Let's get into it. So starting off, this TV is only 32 inches, so it's really not that big. I mean, for viewing experiences, it's more so of a close quarter television. It's not something that you really watch from a distance, but regardless of that, it does provide a maximum viewing experience. It is 720p at 60 frames, and the best thing about it is also the bezels are actually extremely thin, so you get a complete an awesome viewing experience when it comes to just screen to bezel ratio. So it's 1366 by 768p, which makes it good enough but just right above average. So when it comes to watching media and external media connection devices, there's the VGA port, there's obviously the cable TV connection port, there's the USB media port, there's two ADA HDMI ports, with one being an ARC applicable port, and then there's also the digital audio output. So when it comes to actually setting up the TV, the only thing that kind of bugged me is that you have to screw on the legs of the TV, and that boy ain't come with a screwdriver. So that's the only annoying thing, but in terms of design-wise, you can also use it mounted on a stand if you have one of those. So besides that, the dimensions are 12.5 by 85 by 50.5. So it's not a really thick and spacious television. And as for the remote, it looks like a do-it-all remote. They kind of tried to do too much with it. There's a little, so many commands on it, but over time it's very easy to get used to. So it is VIDA applicable, so it's capable of loading apps without any streaming devices. Also for watching sports and for anything fast-paced, it comes with Motion 120, so it just makes the viewing experience even much crisper and much better. So it also works with Alexa, which is good for obviously voice commands, but besides that, it also comes in sports mode and gaming mode. So I personally use a speaker when I'm watching TV just to make the sound more immersive and just to hear the intricate sounds and details that I may not be able to hear just from the television. However, this, regardless of that, it does come with DSX audio. Basically, it has more audio fidelity regardless of if you're using a speaker or not. The audio quality is much more refined for a better viewing experience. Like many smart TVs, you can connect to Wi-Fi and Bluetooth devices as well. Okay, so it's an HD TV, but it's not 1920 by 1080, making it full HD, but there's a few things that it does to counteract. So it has noise reduction, so this way images are less grainier and they just look much crisper and sharper. And it has high contrast, which at first glance I thought maybe this would be something that would be a little too overpowered or overpowering on the eyes, but no, basically what it just does is makes the blacks as deep as ink black as possible and the whites just a little more illuminate and bright as possible. And then obviously there's the natural color enhancer and the depth enhancer. So basically what these two do is just enhance your viewing experience by increasing the field of view in depth and also making the colors as accurate as possible. So the bottom line of this TV is, I think it's kind of small, which is obvious. It's not something I'd personally use to bring my homies over to watch like the Super Bowl or something. But the specs are good enough for if you need a TV just for yourself for the guest room, or if you're moving into your own place and you just needed something to be able to watch TV on, and this TV is definitely recommendable for someone like you. And again, it can also be mounted if you want to use a standard desk setup, and the specs as well are more than ample enough to give you a good viewing experience. But that's been it for me. It's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Khadija, I'm out.